of the NBA Finals is set. We know who's coming out of the West. It happens to be the Golden State Warriors. Didn't I tell you, Jay? Didn't I tell you from the opening tap of the season, the Golden State Warriors would be where they officially are.
Don't jinx them.
There is one
What
other category to be established. The Boston Celtics against Miami. It's suspense for y'all. Not so much for me. First takes in the house. By the way, I like that tie.
Thank you.
Fix it.
Thank you.
The right side.
Yeah,
Fix it on the right side.
They're dirty.
I'm here for you. I'm here for you.
He doesn't even have a tie.
Let's follow the yellow.
Golden State headed to the NBA Finals. The embers of the dynasty still glowing.
This one is special. This is a group that no one thought would ever be back here. And we here, we back.
We know this isn't the ultimate goal.
We still got 4 more to go, Dub Nation.
Oh, what's going on, everybody? Welcome into First Take on a Feel Good Friday. It has been a minute. Very collegiate. I like this, Jay Will.
Well, he says I don't come to the game dressed
how we feeling?
for success, so I just want to make sure I stepped up my level.
Dress for the job you want.
Not for the job you have.
Yeah.
Very, very good advice. I'm glad to learn that y'all listen to me from
We
time to
are.
time. Thank you so much. You look very nice today, Mom.
Thank you.
You seem very mild-mannered.
I'm tired, bro. I'm tired, bro. I'm tired, bro. I've been traveling a lot, you know.
Yeah.
I've been traveling a lot, damn it. But I'm okay. I'm all right.
No.
I'm all right. I'm ready to get to the finals and get this over with, but I'm good.
Okay.
Sorry you won't be going to Miami. I apologize. Let's just be honest about it. We know what time it is.
Here's the good news. You'll be up there in the Bay Area and you can go to LA in between. So it's all good. Let's go.
I can't go to LA.
Why? You can absolutely.
Because I have to
go LA in
work,
between.
Molly.
You get days off. Go to wine country. Go to.
I get days off?
No, in between the games.
You get days off?
Okay.
Let's go.
Do you guys want to talk some basketball?
Of course, that's why I'm here.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay. Last night, the Warriors became the first team to reach 6 finals in 8 years since MJ's Bulls. Sounds like a dynasty to this girl, led by 32 points from Klay Thompson. The Golden State Warriors drowned the Dallas Mavericks in 5 games. When you faced adversity, oftentimes you feel even more grateful for those good days. And boy, did Klay Thompson have a good day. And he's certainly feeling that way after being sidelined for 2 seasons.
Man, you're gonna make me emotional, man. It's just hard to put into words, man. Like, I dreamt of this day during some dog days, and to be here, I'm so thankful for our squad, man. They started the season so incredibly well, allowed us to finish out strong, and we are 4 wins away from a championship.
Splash Brothers in full effect. I'm so happy for him, by the way, after 2 seasons, and then to get back and to lead them to the win. Stephen A., what's the importance of Klay for this title run?
I think he's everything. You know, listen, he's the one guy that has the capability to galvanize a crowd, particularly in the Bay Area, similar to what Steph Curry does. That's the kind of impact that Klay Thompson has on this team. It's not to diminish anything anybody else is doing. Jordan Poole, Kevon Looney, even Moody coming off the bench as a rookie and doing what he did in impressive fashion. Of course, the continued leadership of Draymond Green. We take all of that into consideration, and we know what Steph brings to the table. But when Klay Thompson is balling the way he can ball and the way he is supposed to ball, the Warriors look like the Warriors. When it's Steph without Klay, it's just Steph. It's Steph carrying the load. But when Klay gets going, it seems to be that's what we anticipate when we expect a collective effort from the Warriors. And I think about Klay. He averaged 18 points a game on 47% shooting in this series. His three-point shooting percentage is still approximately at around 37% for this particular series against Dallas. But in the end, what it comes down to is that he's incredibly pivotal to the success of this team, because even though he's not what he used to be defensively, because he's been out the last 2 years before coming back in January, he's still formidable enough defensively, and you are going to need that with these upcoming NBA Finals. You don't just need Klay the shooter. You need Klay the complete player.
I just want to say I am so happy for Klay. 941 days that he did not play basketball to now be back on the court after a torn ACL and then a torn Achilles. I didn't know if we will ever see this version of Klay. So I just want to give him a standing O for that, because that takes an incredible mental fortitude to get back on the court.
Perseverance.
Yeah, I think he's pivotal. But I also think that Jordan Poole, even though he hasn't been exploding the way he has throughout the regular season, is a huge piece that can provide that momentum. Now, he's not the same momentum bucket getter like Klay, because when Klay gets going, you feel the energy differently. But having Jordan Poole that can help when there are lulls offensively from Steph and Klay allow you to tread water. So at times, he's very important. I'm not saying he's not, but I don't think he's as important as he used to be, because you didn't have a guy like Jordan Poole that can give you those buckets when you needed them. So important, yes. And I'm not minimizing the importance of Klay Thompson, because he's still important. But at the end of the day, when you got a guy like Jordan Poole that can still create, and there are times Patrick Beverley has talked about having players being on cones. You know, look, there were times Luka Doncic was on a cone last night when Jordan Poole had the ball, because he can dance, go get it. And there is a similar momentum, not the same type of momentum, bucket getter, but there's a similar momentum with Jordan Poole.
No question. But I will say this, Jordan Poole, and this is not, we can't throw any shade on him, because he's averaged like 16 points in this series against Dallas, okay? But he did it shooting 63% from the field. He only took like 44 shots this entire series. I don't know whether to be concerned about that or not. I know we saw Klay getting going, okay? We obviously know who Steph is and what have you. But I'm saying Steph obviously took 90 shots. Klay Thompson took 76 shots this series, all right? Andrew Wiggins took 78 shots. Jordan Poole had 44. Now, that could be on purpose, because Wiggins got going, Klay Thompson got going. You roll with that. But remember how we were talking about Jordan Poole in the first round series with Denver? Because we saw what we saw. That's dropped off to some degree in the Memphis and now the Dallas series. I'm only bringing that up because I believe we'll need to see more if indeed they end up playing the Boston Celtics, who I believe are going to win tonight. So I'm keeping my eyes out for that, because you're going to need all your horses. You're going to need all your ducks in a row. If you're going to beat the Boston Celtics, you're going to need to be complete. You can't be lacking in any category if you're the Golden State Warriors. You got to bring your A game to win this finals.
All right, let's get to the other half of the Splash Brothers. Steph Curry, meanwhile, with his performance, took home the first Magic Johnson Western Conference Finals MVP award. Here's how the five-time champ reacted. It's really cool that the greatest shooter basketball has ever seen, a friend, future Hall of Famer, great person, Steph Curry won the first ever Magic Johnson Western Conference Finals MVP award. Congratulations. Jay, I'll start with you. How significant of a challenge is this finals in Steph's career?
So I honestly think this is the most meaningful NBA Finals that Steph will have of his career, because the Boston Celtics are metrically the best defensive team that he's ever seen in the NBA Finals, and for this dynasty of the Golden State Warriors. Like, look, they're number one in field goal percentage, number one in points allowed per game, and they also have the Defensive Player of the Year in Marcus Smart. So when I look back at the 2015 World Championship, right, and look, all championships aren't created equally. You had Kevin Love, who missed the entire series. You had Kyrie Irving, who missed a ton of games due to injury. Then obviously 2016, they're up 3-1. Draymond kicks, he gets suspended for the games. They lose that. 2017-18, you have Kevin Durant, who got NBA Finals MVP.